All right. Hello and welcome to the Shadow Specter 11 AMA on with the Snowbirds and the Warbirds. I haven't done this for a little while. Um, Usually, I do a we do the podcast on the Snowbird meeting room, and today I decided I'm going to do a solo AMA for the game. What questions are out there? What is one of the most controversial topics that is hit Star Citizen within the past month or so? Where the game is going, what the Foundation Festival is, what rewards are out there, and things of that nature. It is something that I had done months ago, um, doing an AMA with the knowledge that I have for the game, um, and I did it in my first year of the game. So I decided to do an AMA, but I started doing it, mostly everything through the Snowbirds meeting room. So I think once a month I will do a AMA on the channel, go through it that way, and still do the podcast, the weekly podcast that is run on the Snowbirds meeting room on Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'll be doing that with my friend Void Walker Joe, Zook Zimmerme, and hopefully King Payne when he returns. So, Void Walker Joe did a podcast earlier this morning on his channel, and I haven't had a chance to see it yet. He did it with Zook, about the leaks and everything, and he just put out a video of the leaks and all the different things that are going on. I haven't looked at it yet. I caught the last part of it, so I will be going through it. Today, basically, I will be doing another stream later on today, with gameplay. So, let's get started. All right. So, here we are. I have up the Robert Space Industries website. So, in the past week, we've had leaks, we've had all sorts of interesting tidbits that have come through Pipeline, Reddit, things of that nature. Mostly, there was a hot fix, as we all know, about the duping situation, um, what has transpired with that. Hey, Roland, how you doing, man? Um, there have been many things that have come about in the game that have really uh, caused some controversy. One of the main things right now that everybody is experiencing is piracy. But there's a difference between piracy and ganking and griefing that is always, there's a fine line. A couple of weeks, say about a week ago, I did a video with a stream with Divad and Papa Whiskey, and they were showing me, hey Pablo, how you doing, man? Welcome. Um, Papa Whiskey and Divad are in a pirate organization, and they had talked about some things. They had shown me some things, and there is there's a big difference between the pirates and ganking. Um, Pirates do it for a specific reason um, they do it for the profit. They do it for that. It is a game loop. Okay? Right now over at Microtech, around SM 18 and 22, there's a lot of things that are happening there that is just considered to be ganking. Uh, they're taking out people just for the fun of it, and I don't know what to say. Yeah, that area has been a hotbed for pirating. Yes, it has. If anybody would like to come in and talk with me in my Discord, hello. Someone entered.
Yellow.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
All right, having a little Q&A session with Shadow today.
Wonderful.
Everybody, this is Super Shaved. He's one of the snowbirds, and well, we're all warbirds in our own
Whether
way.
we like it or not.
We're all warbirds in our own way. It's just a session that I haven't done for about 3 or 4 months, maybe 6, where I got on one day and I did an AMA about my knowledge of the game and talked about some things and
Nice.
answered questions. I mean, there are new people that really didn't know that I did it, so
Yeah.
it's an old video. It's back. It's an old stream.
Gotcha.
Back in the day, like 6 or 7 months.
Right.
So, anyway,
Well, you keep on answering questions. I'll be quiet.
no, you can jump in with me. You can ask me questions. As a matter of fact, because how new are you to the game?
Last November is when I joined.
Okay, so you started around the time that I started, but a year later.
Yeah,
So you started
Yep.
around IAE.
I believe so, or just after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, hey, Mad Max. Thank you. You've learned a lot. Well, I intend on doing more of these because of the fact that there is so much uh, to learn to protect yourself. And I know I am guilty of this, very guilty of it. I do trading alone, and I really shouldn't, but um, I'm going to put in something about if you're going to be doing trading, don't go by yourself. Take protection and have a crew member on your ship. It's gotten to that point where it's really becoming a bit more intense out there,
Yeah.
and microtech is a hot spot right now. I won't
Well,
I won't go there by myself.
I
I
just got spooked while I was rock mining.
You were rock mining and you in what?
I saw a ship crest the horizon, and I started to scoot out of there. I didn't want to lose everything I had.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yep.
Um, when we go out on joint missions together, and say we're rock mining or we're doing a lot of um, industrial stuff, we're escorts are required at this point.
Hmm.
And if I got to get it, I don't have a problem getting into a fighter and protecting my people. I don't have a problem with that. So just getting it out there that I will protect, even though do go out there and make money and whatever, I will hop in a fighter and do escorts. So
I can witness to that.
you can. So anyway, the main thing that I was going to go over today in this AMA is anybody ask questions. If you want to join the Discord, there is a specific channel that I have. It's the general chat room, but I have implemented a live AMA voice chat. So if when I do this again, I will be inviting guests. So we can talk about some things and stuff like that. Hey, Artec, what's up, man? How you doing? So, first subject was the Foundation Festival. What is it? What does it entail? And what is it about? So, I've got the Robert Space Industries website up, and I'm going to go to that. Okay, so for those that don't know, this is the time that we have a free fly going on, which is plaguing players a little bit, the veteran players. We still want people to get in and enjoy the game. There is a little controversy going on right now with the packs that are in there, where the careers and things like that, they're great. Don't get me wrong. They're good. They give you different careers to work with, so let's take a look at the careers. So, we've got medical, we've got mining, we've got salvage, we've got FPS combat, and we've got cargo hauling. The medical is a good setup, but to me, I think this should have been not the Cutlass Red. Okay, it should have been the C8R. The C8R is a quick ship to get a hold of. The Cutlass Red is a good ship. I like it. And I do enjoy using it for this aspect, but I think the C8R would have been a better choice to use this. And Shaved, if you got anything to say on this, let me know.
I think I agree with that. It's such a fun ship, and it's so maneuverable and versatile.
Yeah, I just feel that that's what should have been introduced for new players. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's just my thought. But with this pack, okay, you can get the Cutlass Red Plus Medical Career Kit. I agree, C8R would have been a better choice. I thank you. So here you can go and get the Medical Career Kit. Okay. Saw your tags out there a bit ago. Was wondering if you weren't. Then we have the War Bond, includes the free kit. Now this pack is kind of cool. Okay, but if you look at more info on it, you also get a Paramed medical device, the helmet, the core, and things like that. Beacon Undersuit Crimson Max Flex White backpack. Okay, $425. That's the controversy, Paulo. That's the controversy. A lot of new players, they're gonna go and get this, okay? And if they get killed, they're gonna lose that stuff day one. Day one. So this is why this is a lot of controversy on this particular setup. Because, okay, we're going to clear this one out. We're going to go to mining. Okay, you got your Prospector. Great ship. Great ship. Will make you money. But here we are again. You've got the pack. And these are they're good, don't get me wrong. No, you can't log out in those beds. Yes you can. For a crew of 2, yes. It does have a log out bed. But the med beds are just... Hey Scott, how you doing? In the bridge area, yeah. They are tier 3 beds. At one time you could respawn in those beds, but they took that out, and now you can only respawn in the Carrack and the 890 jump. But this right here, the Prospector, here's more gear. And don't get me wrong, the pack is great. But a new player, inexperienced, this is why I created the Snowbirds, to help these new players survive out there. I was shocked there's no kitchen area at all. Only a water dispenser. What's up, Tribunal? How you doing? Am I the only one who wants to melt their vulture? So you got the different spots. You got the different careers. CIG sets up scenarios to maximize money. Well, it is what it is. You're going to do that. Um, but here, your salvage. You got the pack again. Now, this ship is going to be in game in 320. So we're going to see this where you can buy it in game. So I see a lot of people who have the Vulture possibly melting it to buy it in game. That's just my thought. But then, okay, here we go. We're going to FPS. And a Valkyrie. Okay, I recently picked up a Valkyrie in game. And it's a great drop ship. I enjoy it. It's really cool. It needs a gold pass rework on it because some of the seats won't work. So you cannot get a full crew in that ship at this point in time.
It does have great potential, though.
Yes. I'm going to say this. I would rather have this ship than the CS any day. And
yeah.
And you know which one I'm talking about. The coleslaw. Okay? Because it does get shredded. But here we are again. Here's the pack. You know? So, and then we go to cargo hauling. I love the careers that they put in here for Foundation Festival. Because this is practically everything.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and here you have the Freelancer. Freelancer is a good starting cargo ship. It holds, hey, what's up, Dyer? It holds 66 units of cargo. The hull A runs 64. So, just a couple of SCUs. And the hull A is a cool little ship. I like it. It's a good ship to fly. What's the ETA for 320? That's a tough call, but I think speculating that we'll see it August, early September, before CitizenCon. We may see it sooner. They're probably got it in Evo. Well, it should be in Evocati. They were doing tests on Arena Commander, Master Modes, and things like that. So, yeah, I think it will be good. I would have loved to have gotten into that, and then we've got the leaks that have come out and showed some interesting aspects of what was going on and how that worked out. So all we have to do is wait right now. We just have to wait. So as you know, this is what Foundation Festival is going on. Talk shop with like-minded players. New player chat. Whoa. Oh, not found. Don't know anything about that one. But anyway. That was new. New player chat. Interesting. Okay, so we went through this. Gonna close that and close that. Oh. Go back to the Foundation Festival. Okay, here we are. So, Adventure Calls. Play for free until the 17th. And here's the guide system. Now, I am a guide, and it is one of the things that I enjoy doing is helping new players, and that is what the Snowbirds was created for. Um, the guide system, I think, should have an option to contact a guide in game, because a lot of the guides are in game. Running it through the website is cool, but if you miss that opportunity to contact that player and help them, it it's defeating the purpose. So once they set up and get a setup in game where you can be contacted through that, I think it'll be a whole lot easier for the guides out there. And it runs by, alphabetical order, I believe. So it is a bit more challenging to find the person that you want. So I can go along with this at this point. And what is going on with this page? It's frozen. Not good. Strange. Page isn't responding. Exit page. Ooh. You know what, Shay?
What's that?
The page is having a problem. Refresh. They should add in a special game icon for each player that is signed up to help new players, so they can see who manage a message while playing. Agreed. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It would make it a whole lot easier for people to be contacted. So, stepping away from this subject, we all know about what's going on with that. We all know that the Free Fly is screwing with the servers. So we'll just hang out on that aspect. So, next subject. Let's go into the comms links. This is a big subject. And you got your referral bonus. I apologize. You got the referral bonus with the STV. So we saw our subscriber promotions, which is kind of cool. If you got a 300, you can make coffee in your cup, which is pretty awesome. So I got to get my 315 back just so I can have a cup of coffee in it. I'm just gonna say. We've gone through CitizenCon and all that, Galactopedia, and some of the new things. We got the Q&A. Hello. Hey, what's up?
Just joining you for the Q&A.
What's up, Artec? How you doing, man?
What's happening, dude?
Well, Artec, you said something about this with the Foundation Festival and the PAX. You were not happy with that at all.
You mean about for losing stuff?
Yeah.
I'm hoping they develop what they said they wanted to do, some sort of ASOP where we can get our stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
But they should at least remind new players that, hey, if you lose your stuff, it's gone till the next patch.
Yeah.
They really need to put that into when you start the game. This is what happens. This is what could happen. Hey, Phenom, what's up, man? How you doing? This is what could happen. You can lose your stuff until another patch. because the character reset is gone. There is no more character reset. There is only the character repair, and that just fixes your character, and you can't get your stuff back. Hey, Salty Gravy.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I came back since 2016, when I took my hiatus and came back earlier this year, you know, around the holidays,
Mm-hmm.
and finally got to play the game, I started having, you know, getting back into learning how to land and fly and all that again. So I crashed a lot, and some of my subscriber stuff that I had on, you know, was gone. And that was back when they still had the character repair tool. So I, you know, did that thinking, oh, maybe I'll get my stuff back. Never got my stuff back. So I was like, well, screw the subscriber stuff if I'm just going to lose the stuff.
Yeah. I don't wear my subscriber stuff. I don't wear it. Hey, Zero Cool.
Hopefully someday we get an insurance thing for it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. And I just feel that new players should know the hazards of wearing your subscriber gear, especially with these packs in the Foundation Festival. They need to be told about this this thing. It's an important
Definitely.
it's an important aspect.
Yeah, the only workaround right now for subscriber stuff that you actually pay for is to melt it after you lose it and then rebuy it with the store credits. You won't pay tax on it. It just zeroes it out. But it's, you know, it's the whole hassle of having to go into the site,
That's a pain.
melt
yeah.
it down, rebuy it, put it back on. You have to log out, log back in to get it. And you have to go back to your home system to acquire it.
Yes, they should be. I learned that from you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's part of the game. We all know it's a part of the game. But until, and like Artec says, until we have a way to get our subscribers gear back, I won't wear mine. It stays on Area 18. That's where it stays. They want you to keep buying. Well, there's some stuff that I do want that looks cool, you know. I mean, it's all digital, you know, but the thing is, you pledged it, you paid money for it. You should get it back. It should not be thrown out there for anybody to have. That's just my thought on it. I believe if you purchase items in the store, you should be able to get it back when you log back in again to play, not lose it till the next pack. Yeah, just like the ships. Agreed. They'll change it after a few lawsuits. Oh yeah. But the reason why it's a pledge is because somebody threw a massive lawsuit on them before, and that's why it's considered a pledge, and you have to agree to that pledge. Okay, but to me it's still real money that I'm spending on it, and I want my stuff back. That's it. That's how I feel about it. So the one thing I started talking about was the piracy around above Microtech on Shubin Mining Facility 18 and 22. There is a lot of controversy going on about this particular thing right now. And a couple of weeks ago, or it was week before last, or yeah, it was last weekend, not this weekend, last weekend, that I did a stream with Papa Whiskey and Devad, and they are pirates in the game. They're career pirates, and they taught me some things, you know, to pass on to other people and give more of a perspective of how piracy works. And there's a difference between griefers and pirates. And I know this now, okay? By talking with them and learning from them. And they did offer, and they do offer this, if you want to learn anti-piracy tactics, they are more than welcome to help you. And that's cool. They don't have to do that, but they're willing to do it. To teach you how to defend your ship, to teach you tactics to get away. They're more than willing to help you. So I can't say anything more than that. I mean, it's interesting. Someone uploaded a video of the guys from last night with the Cutlass Blue. People came together and killed them. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, quite a few people were pretty PO'd about that. You like that idea? It's a good thing, and I'm glad they offered it to the Snowbirds. I can't get any, you know, I can't thank them enough for doing that. But
yeah, most of us had no experience with you know using those ships that they used, unless it was just in a situation where we were getting pirated. So it's nice to have the knowledge.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat got any questions or comments or anything like that? Please feel free. Let me know what's going on, and we can talk about a couple things. So we all know that Arena Commander is being revamped, and there's a lot of people excited for it. It's going to be. How's my day going so far? Really good. Your question about when 320 is coming out? Like I say, it could be. My thought is August, maybe September. But they haven't opened up the PTU for first wave yet. So when that does drop for first wave, I'll be dead on it. I also like to be able to kit out my ships with powerful weapons from grade 1 to grade 10 on any ship. I don't think so, Artek. I think it's going to come before Sitcon.
No, the reason I don't think before is because right now CIG's in full-fledged prep mode, getting ready for CitizenCon. Because they got a lot of prep work to do, especially since it's going to be in Los Angeles this time instead of down in Austin. And then it's going to most likely come out before IAE, but after, because IAE is going to be a big deal, and that's probably where they're going to bring out the SRB and anything with tractor beams.
That's a very valid point.
But I've heard a lot of people even saying that it won't come before because they're going to use as much time as they can to get it done, and they're going to be so busy getting everything prepped for CitizenCon. Because a lot of those devs are also going to CitizenCon, so they're not going to be in the offices working.
That's true.
They're going to be getting their presentations ready and stuff like that. Like Tony Zurich, he normally does the quantum presentation that could last like an hour, 2 hours long.
Yeah.
So they got to get all those PowerPoints and all that stuff ready, and marketing's probably getting a bunch of videos and stuff ready for the event.
That's a good point. How do you think Starfield's going to affect the SC sales? Starfield's a single player game. And a lot of people are going to play it because, one, no Squadron 42. Uh,
I don't think it'll affect the sales. If anything, it'll probably bring more players to Star Citizen.
It may, because
it'll open up the space genre.
Yeah, but then you got to think about it. A lot of people like playing the single player games because they don't want to deal with the MMO aspect. So
yeah,
there's quite a few people that will probably go to it, but me myself, I'm not. I will wait until after Starfield's been out for maybe a month or two before I think about getting it, because if it has a lot of bugs on launch, it, what can you say? Is easier way to make friends. Is there an easier way to make friends to fly with? And how do you make the perfect corned beef sandwich? For real, so I can eat? No, I play only solo. Mustard. What's up, Alex? There's an easier in chat, in global chat in Star Citizen, it can be very toxic, but a lot of people, you put a question out there, and there's a lot of people that can help you. The community's good. There's just some that are, like, have a hard time. They give new players a hard time. They call them noobs and all like that and everything. Yes, most of the issues with SC, besides lack of contact, is back-end server issues from single players. What I want in-game, ask people in local chat for multi-crew, and a lot of people will help you.
Yeah, I see players asking all the time, hey, I got a Connie Andromeda, anybody want to join me in the gunner seats? And, people would jump on it and join a party, and they're out doing stuff together and join each other in friends list, and then join each other's Discord.
Right. I mean, that is one. I don't look at global chat when I'm playing a lot, unless I hear it from one of you guys, and then I turn it on and check it. But mostly I don't look at the chat.
If I'm cargo hauling, I'll check it, and I'll sometimes ask, like, hey, has anybody been blown up in this area, or anybody been interdicted here or there? And the ones that have been attacked, they'll pipe up and they'll say, yeah, we got attacked over here. So you kind of get a lay of the land for areas to watch out for too. So it can be a valuable tool.
Yeah.
Most of the time I just keep it offside because it just takes up part of the screen.
Yeah. Some have been great. Imagine CIG releases Squadron 42 September 1st. Oh my God. There would be an influx.
I bet though they're gonna take at least a year for marketing.
Oh yeah. Artec, let us go to. We're gonna go into Specter to answer your question. General Foundations Festival, show us your colors, tutorial contest, roadmap. I want the tutorial. We already looked at that. Promote your organization. We've already done that. No. I can't. There was. have to search it. Foundation Festival paints. Here we go. Yeah. What's the next training mission? Today I'm going to be taking out the cat, and with that we're going to put the Furies on it and see how that works out. That's what I got in my head. Let's see, I can't find anything about the Foundation Festival downgrade. No, that's not.
Yeah, see, even right now I got a Harbinger and another ship just hovering over me at a mining facility, waiting for me to leave.
Mm-hmm. Foundation Festival this year. Foundation Festival paints. Foundation Festival. Foundation tutorial contest. Warbound upgrades. Warbound CCUs. Man, trying to find something in Spectrum is like pulling teeth. Forum categories. Patch notes, focus, alien ships, general subscriber announcements. There it is, reap the rewards. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Hopefully I can get on later. I'm still at work. No worries, Zero Cool. Okay. In addition to the awards, we'll award exclusive Foundation Festival theme paints completing a single guide session in a particular category. For both the guide and the recruit, only one paint will be awarded. So for the MSR, let's see, where is it? Miscellaneous. So you could be doing anything to do it, but you have to be in a guiding session, right, to get that paint. And it has to be 30 minutes. So, say, Dyer, if you wanted to contact me or Shaved or anybody that wants to do miscellaneous things, which is a bunch of different things, learning about a bunch of different things, you have to be in a guide session for 30 minutes, right? And be in game. And then after it's done, after that 30-minute time limit, you can rate that person, and then both of you get the paint.
Is that basically like being in a party together, but it's like a guide session?
It's a guide session, but it has to be on the website.
Right, so it's linked onto the website, but in the game you're both in the same party.
Yeah. But it's really registered off of the website.
Right.
So, say
it'd be pretty easy to knock out quite a few of those.
Oh, you can do all of them in a week, but you've got all month. Okay, so you can do anything and everything all week, all month long, but it has to last for 30 minutes, and you have to endorse it. You have to have an endorsement. Okay, so every weekend. Hello.
Hello.
Hey Zan, how are you, man?
I'm fine.
Zan, this, you know Artec and Super Shave, right?
Yeah, we've met.
All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, it's
So, hopefully you can get on later. Okay, no worries, dude. So to find me on the guide session to set up as a guide, you'd have to scroll down and specifically find me, and then I set up the session, and you run it for 30 minutes or however long you want to do it, and after it's done, you have to confirm that it was done, and you both get the paints. And see where it says trading with the let's see, basics, black, vehicle combat, all these different things. They're different categories you have to do. They have to be, you have to ask the guide for that specific category that you want to do. So any other questions about Foundation Festival, the rewards? I've got the Reap the Rewards explanation right in front of my face. Let me know what's up. So Zan, how are you doing over there at Skunkworks?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I just did my next training.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently basically got praised for how well I handled that Corsair.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. You're able to get with some people in your time zone, and that's what it's about. You're having
Yeah, well, I do have the time for it.
Yeah. But you did. I remember you telling me that you did let them know about your situation, and they were accommodating. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Anybody in the YouTube chat got any more questions or comments? Please feel free. I just got a notification. And there's that. Okay.
Nice.
I found you. I'm requesting. Okay, go to session. Here's a live demonstration of it right here.
Deli department.
Warbird to Warbird, what's up? You found me. Oh,
yeah, I looked at the list. It had you right up on the first page.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it was like the 5th row down. You were on there.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Well, it's also Sunday morning, so a lot of people are guiding right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it works. And I just said hello to you. How do you? Oh, he had to say it. He had to say it. Oh my God! And you know what? That's what I say to that.
Thought you had a Sunday reprieve, huh?
Yeah, thought.
You're back.
All right. No idea. I don't fly the ship. Oh, Lord, no, salty gravy. Oh, man. So, right now, still rolling. Yes, I am. I fly the DR Superstar. Whoops, put that in there twice. How rude. Save changes. So we have to chat for 30 minutes to get the rewards. We have to go in game. We can go in game to do that. So tell you what, I will do this. But how do you use distortion weapons on the Warlock? Gortok, I've never flown the ship, so I really don't have an idea.
So
Oh,
I kind of learned about the whole distortion, and goddamn, they're annoying.
okay.
Basically, distortion does less damage. And I'm guessing it's just they do less damage, but once you get through their shields, if you hit them with distortion, you will start doing component damage, which will temporarily disable, like, for example, your shields or your guns or something like that. Like your system is getting overcharged, kind of thing. Well, they do the shields, they do the guns. I don't know if they can do thrusters yet. I haven't experienced that, but I do know that they can almost soft death you, basically.
How long is that short period of time roughly that you disable them?
We are talking, for example, I had a fight with one of my friends, and there was a 1v1. We were both gladiators. He had his nose gun being a distortion. I would suddenly not be able to use my cannons for 10 seconds.
Oh, that's significant.
Okay, I'm gonna.
10 seconds of you not firing is about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into game real quick, and show and do this with Dyer. So, Dyer, I'm gonna join you in game real quick and set this up so we can do something.
But yeah, there's a reason why I do not like distortion, and every time I fight someone with it, I will use everything in my power to try and get on the upper hand. So if people suddenly see me like fly away from them, that's definitely because my guns are suddenly not working, and I'm not having a fight where my guns are not working.
That's no longer a fight, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if Super told you you are not, but I was able to save my node the other day thanks to your expertise. What do you mean? Zero? What happened? He was able to save his load. Was he getting jacked?
He had I think 30k issue or something.
Yeah, I remember that. Because I remember it 30k'd on him, and you were depressed. I'm just gonna say it. He was depressed about that, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
So what happened? How did you get the load back? he got back into the game fast enough. So you were able to get back on the ship in time before it crapped out on you? Because it's 10 minutes.
Did you not claim it?
Yeah. When I got the 30K, yeah. You have to. I didn't know this, but I remember you saying about it, and Road Rash and I were talking about it. Don't claim the ship right away. Let it sit for a bit, and then claim it. About 30 minutes to maybe an hour. And the load was on the ship when you got back in? Or when you checked it? I did what you said, don't claim it. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And it spawned back into the ship spawned back at Area 18. It's taking a minute. Dyer, I'm still loading, so give me a minute.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't lose all that stuff, Zero.
Right? Come on. Get
Never
back.
fails when you got a full load.
Right? Oh, come on. Hub authentication. Please, please. Please, please, on the hub authentication. If I have to do this, that's going to stink. It was saying unknown in the standard system, so I waited a while, and it came back to Area 18. Nice. Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Hub authentication. That's not a good sign. Give me a hot second, Dyer. I gotta do something really quickly. It's gonna suck.
Noticed on your name in game it says Inspector.
My name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still showing Inspector. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do the dirty deed.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Yep, it took a minute. Great advice. Okay, when this happens, oh, I meant to do this. Hang on a second. Log out. Close it. Okay, I've got this little tool. If you guys haven't seen this, this little script right here will clear out your folders. So, no. Yes. And yes. Okay, and that's done. Now I gotta log back in. Let me check. Somewhere intruder. Okay. Okay. And let me get back on.
Stanza, what was your recent training in the Corsair?
My recent one?
Yeah.
I'm doing Raven stuff, so
Nice.
what?
Oh, I was just curious. That's all. I've been watching your guys' videos.
Yeah. So I'm basically trying to be one of those multi-crew ship,
Yeah.
and I got to try and basically pilot one of the multi-crew ships since they started off wanting us to do Raptor stuff, which is just light fighters, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be spending most of my time in the like multi-crew ships, so I'm probably gonna have to take a class in, flying them.
Right.
And then on the course with it, I was flying in a Corsair, and let's just say that extra wing length I have was not in my favor.
She's not very nimble.
Fine enough and nimble-wise, it's just so wide.
Yeah.
There we go. That little tool does wonders.
Is there any different flight characteristics when you fold the wings up?
Not really at the moment. It's basically if you're in atmosphere or not. That any change, but I didn't feel any change with the wings out or not.
Yeah.
I think it actually helps you in atmosphere to have the wings out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Dara just sent you a party invite. Show me the way, Obi. After we do this, then we'll jump out and then we'll end the session. So, we gotta go 30. So, here we go. Well, 30 minutes in the session on the site. So, just doing some different things and stuff like that. Under miscellaneous, you'll do a bunch of different stuff. So, you two up to try out the cat today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a little bit more than an AMA. It's kind of a demonstration of the guide system, how it works. So that's cool. You haven't done a guide session, have you, Shane?
No, not yet.
Well,
I
I'll tell you what. You can guide me.
Okay. I was waiting until I wasn't celebrating the weekend so heavily, to be a right mind frame.
Oh shoot!
We're doing knock those out with friends easily. Just do whatever we normally do.
Yeah. But you can only do one at a time.
Right. Just clock the sessions. But if you're on for 4 hours, that's quite a few of them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And see, during the weekend, in that thing, you can get armor sets with sniper rifles and stuff like that.
All right.
So, this is the first test of Star Citizen. you will need to pass. How long do you wait before Alt F4 to go do something else instead of waiting for the game to load? Lurch. Oh man.
Is this multiple choice?
Yeah, I need a multiple choice question on that one. Need a multiple choice. Excuse me. I still got to finish up. Hey, 20 seconds. I still got to finish my video that I was working on yesterday. B, 3 minutes.
You guys were talking about like what you do before you hold the 4 while waiting on the game. See, that's why you have 2 screens.
Yes, yes. I'm in game. Where you want to meet? Yeah, I'll meet you at Crusader.
I don't see a bat. It should be like a baseball bat is one of the answers.
Until my system resets for a Windows update. No, the reason why I take so long to load in is because my SSD is external, so it takes a lot longer for it to register going into game.
Meanwhile, I use a HDD.
It's
Yeah.
almost like it. Yeah, it's almost like it. But I mean, I get great performance off of it. It's just that I have to get a new system where I can install, put an external in it. That way it won't be so long. But I do want to get a 4 terabyte NVMe M.2 eventually. I think we lost Artec.
After.
Maybe it was Zan.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Yeah, but definitely, I picked up a cat last night,
Oh, nice.
so when that disappears, we will have it.
Arkel won't have a refinery. Does Arkel 1 have a refinery?
Yes.
I got 2 moles full of ore I gotta refine.
Oof. You bought 2 moles? Oh, that's right. You were
Yeah.
testing out those different setups.
Yeah, I got 2 bottom in game. Only problem is I keep getting confused which is which in the loadout manager than the ASOP because it numbers them opposite of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange.
So my first go out, I was actually using Simi's Fit, thinking it was the multi-crew one.
Oh.
You
But I
pop
have 2
that
different.
case and put it in
I got 2 different paints on them, so I could tell them apart. But
Oh, there you go.
in the ASOP, it doesn't tell you.
Right.
My system restarted once for a Win update while I was playing. Oh,
You turn that
oh man.
setting off.
Right? That just outright sucks. Okay. All right, Dyer. Oh my God, I didn't get caught in the bed. You were more than pissed. Gordon, you were more than pissed. I'm surprised you didn't do a triple trounce on that bad boy.
Uh-oh.
Miss Peaches, hello. I would have done a triple trounce on it. Because I would have been mad. Oh my God, that's horrible. Yeah, the thing about it, Lurch, my system only has room for one SSD. So I have to make it a bootable SSD and then install SC and stuff like that. So that's one reason why I have to get another system. Hello.
Hi.
Miss Charmy.
Hey, I got your invite earlier, and as soon as I accepted it, I 30K'd.
It's okay. I think I did too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Miss Charmy has joined the Q&A while I'm doing a guide session with Dyer. And Miss Charmy, when you are ready, I will do a guide session with you so you can reap some of the rewards.
I'm only on for a short bit.
Well, we can do it anytime during the month. It's no big rush.
No problem. Yeah, Rocky and I are going to be going out here in a little while. Our
Okay.
anniversary.
Oh, happy
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And that's a voice you don't hear very often.
Yeah, he's usually very quiet.
You
Figure 34 years of dealing with the same person.
Oh, good job. I like how you said dealing with.
I'm staying away from that.
Well, no, I mean, you know, with any marriage,
Oh, yeah.
give and take. I mean, we're still very lovey-dovey. It's just got to give and take.
No,
so.
yep.
Well,
Get
you
that.
two live separated during the week, so it makes it more enjoyable when you have the chance to be together. You know?
Yeah, we don't fight. No, we, you know, I talk to them every day. I mean, it's sometimes you kind of run out of stuff to talk about, though. Unfortunately, he's not
Yeah.
a talker, but it's only been a year that we've been doing this, and we were 33 years at that time, so still one of those situations you just go, okay.
Well, congratulations nonetheless.
Yes. Hey, congratulations. How many people are on this server? And the trams are acting up.
Had little hiccups here and there. I did manage to get one mining load in. I found myself a nice little rock and ended up with mostly all barrel, thank goodness.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking as like, you know, I cashed in the one load that I had done. I did it on the shorter one just to kind of get the feel for it.
Mhm.
And yeah, I made okay money, but it wasn't like I made $5 million doing this, and it's like, and I feel like I wasted all this time, and I got 3 loads in, but barely make I think I'll break even at 100K maybe.
Right. Okay. Well, let me get my call to arms up.
Oh, yeah, you're going to need it today.
Really? That bad, huh?
I didn't get bothered one time, but I was doing something else. What are you doing?
I'm just doing this little tour with Artec right now. Doing miscellaneous. Okay, so. And we got that going on. Okay. Artec, I'll meet you over at Crusader when I get to the ship.
Okay. Q&A.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday, of course, I couldn't find your marker initially, but I did see your marker later, but by that point you were too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Where were y'all mining? Because every time I went to go hit, and I've gone to different points, it's not like I kept going to the same place,
Yeah.
but I was not finding the best quality rocks.
Okay. You were in the Prospector, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When I would go mining on Walla, I usually do rock mining there. I'd go by Shady Glen Farms and do some scans, and I would get more hits on the small rocks, the gem rocks, and
Yeah,
that's yeah. Go ahead.
I'll say I noticed that.
Now arriving.
I got lucky today. I managed to find a barrel. It was aluminum barrel, but my brakes were good to where I was able to pull the barrel and not the aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
And 100% barrel or 99% barrel. So I got lucky on the brakes. However, I was on Lyria
Mm-hmm.
yesterday and today. And today I got lucky. Yesterday, not so lucky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if there's an area that you would suggest. Because with Walla being the home area for Jumptown and anything else that's going on in
Nope.
Tom's been,
Nope.
I've been going over to.
Not on Walla. You're talking about Lyria.
Was it
Lyria is where Jumptown jumps off. In Arcourt. Calliope is for Microtech, and Yella is for Crusader.
Well, then I was over on Lyria where, but the comms were up
retrieval system.
in your area, so it's so bad.
Right.
I just think to be where recently Wallace had the comms down, so that's why I didn't go over there.
Vehicle selected.
Walla?
Vehicle has been delivered to the following
Past few days, past couple of days, it had been. The comms have been down. At
Mm.
least on the servers I have been on.
Okay.
But
Hello.
that being said,
Excuse me.
Hey, Lurch.
I just
Um,
want to
Yeah.
maximize my time
Yeah.
if I'm looking in the prospector.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I can't get the super small rocks like the gem rocks, the ones that show up as gems, but I am finding rocks. But I mean, I have to fly around a fair amount, so I didn't know if there's a zone that just seems to be better.
Mm-hmm. There's some areas where it's really good. It's not like it used to be. Ever since they made those changes, a lot of the areas that we used to go to a lot, where we would find Quantanium and things like that, are gone.
Right. I'm not even trying to find Quantanium at this point. I'm just trying to get, instead of it being junk ore,
Yeah.
and ore like aluminum or, the Genesis ones, the Genesis, I think is the way it's spelled. Rocks or stones seem to have more of the beryl and the borace, and some of the other ones have borace. It just depends on the stone, so that's why I was wondering. And those sell for a lot more SEU than the others,
Mm-hmm.
as I found out. today.
Possibly.
Oh, I know they do compared to like aluminum and titanium.
If you upgrade ship parts, do you lose them? You can upgrade a ship and it will stay with the ship for right now, but eventually they're going to make it to where if you upgrade a ship, you're going to lose your parts. Then you're going to have a hard time finding. So I don't know when that's going to be implemented, and when it does, a lot of people are not going to be happy with it. So what they need to do, and what I think they should do, is when you upgrade parts on your ship, you should be able to purchase insurance for them, and that way, if you do if the ship is destroyed, you get your ship and the parts back.
That's the way they implemented it on Elite Dangerous.
That's how I feel about it. I'm having pretty good luck with the asteroids. About to grab a load and run it in. Need much bigger cargo for doing one big run instead of multiples. Yeah, Lurch, you should be able to get a caterpillar and do that. Might as well use it while you got it.
I had a nice 90k partial load earlier from these Aphorite gems. That was nice.
Oh, dude, I got 83k off of those that I did last night.
Yeah.
So, and see, I've not done the rock mining yet, so I mean, I could go and invest in a rock,
It's
Mhm.
fun.
but how much does a rock cost? How does that work?
A rock doesn't cost that much in game. Maybe 200,000. How much do you have?
No, I've got plenty of money. That's not the issue.
They're fragile, kind of, so that's one thing. But
Yeah, you got to really watch what's going on. Because last night, I was doing one, and it overcharged, and I backed up really, really far, and it still took out the rock. So you
Well, to be
really
honest, the servers were acting kind of hinky last night,
yeah.
and I took damage on my ship. And I was backing away. I was doing everything I could. It's just- there's a lot of desync going on, enough that even if we backed up what we thought we did, it was too late.
Yeah.
But with the rock, how does there gems? I mean, I'm smooth. You're doing the smaller. What's the largest like stone you would use to mine with a rock?
When you go out there, you have to look. When you do it, you look for diamonds. They look like gems.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, but the best one you want to get is Hadnite. The second best one is Dolivine, or not Dolivine, Aphorite. And then the third best is Dolivine. Yeah.
Yeah, I kept hearing y'all talk about that. How much cargo does a rock? How does that work? Like, because of when you're collecting, like I get 32 SCU in the prospector, for example.
Yeah.
So when you're collecting the smaller stuff, how much does a rock? What do you do? Have your ship nearby where you want it, and then that way you can offload into it, or
You can keep it inside the rock, and when you store the rock in the ship, you go to sell. It will. You have to go to the admin office and sell it. Or
And the
Yeah.
little rocks are worth quite a bit, so you don't need full SCU of cargo. You can
Right.
store it in your ship's general storage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering, instead of like the constant running back and forth, like how much will a rock hold before I have to stop and go and sell? I guess I'm not being quite clear.
I got to 30 SCU, and I
On
was
the
still
rock?
on the rock, and I still wasn't finished yet.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. It's like with the prospector, of course, it only holds 32 SCU.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, you know,
Like I was saying, that partial load I had was 90 grand, and I could have put a lot more in.
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's what I'm trying to understand it. It's the whole question and answer thing.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to say this. I pledge for rock, right?
I did. Yeah.
And I always have it. So when there's a wipe or something like that, I can always take that out there and make money with it. I always
I
have
take mine to
that shit.
bunkers and I stand outside with it and I shoot the laser down the hallway.
Hello. No. But anyway, what's up,
Turns
Alex?
them into grilled. It turns them into grilled cheese. I have to buy more. I ran out. You know they offer no nutritional value on Star Citizen. They just feed you, but that's it. They have no bonus.
But that's what
Only
I
buy
do
them
with
at
that.
Orson.
That's what I do with that. So,
I get it.
it's one of those things that when when I start out, I have 3,500 AUEC to start with. So you're at Porto, okay. I'll go ahead and get it in the MSR, and I'll go hunting for gems, and that's how I can start making money, and then use the smaller ship to start building up and go from there.
Okay, I am getting ready. We're getting ready to go. So I just wanted to hop in, say hi. I gotta go.
All right.
So we'll see y'all later.
All right. Take care now.
All right.
Have a good time.
All right.
See ya.
Bye bye.
All right. You're at Porto, Dyer? Okay. We should be 30 minutes in about now.
What are y'all trying to do right now?
We're demonstrating a guide system setup.
Mmm.
And then I'm going to end the Q&A after we set up with Dyer, get him straightened out, and then I'm going to jump off for a little bit, and then I got to set up for the stream this afternoon, which we're going to take the Caterpillar out, put the Furies in them, and see how it works.
I was thinking about buying one of those today.
In game, yeah. I have.
I'm still having problems with trying to eat and drink on this game, and I just loaded into the server.
If you have to, Alex, do a character repair.
Really? Dang.
If you have to, a character repair, not a reset. Okay, character repair is different.
How the heck does that happen?
You go to the Robert Space Industries website, your account, and you do. It says character repair, and what you do is you do that. It doesn't wipe into your reputation or money. Just leaving the like. Hope everything goes good. So appreciate it, Squirrel. Thank you. And when you do that, you will be able to look at, you won't lose any of your experience, your rep, or anything like that. No money or things like that, or items. Everything is all there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I've been having to take a drink out of my inventory and set it on the ground and then pick it up. And I can
No, that's
drink
what I've
it
been
that way.
doing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
doing that plus like placing apples, I've been finding those are the only thing that works, and then sometimes I have to tell it to eat directly.
Lately, I've found out if I drink a drink and instead of throwing it on the ground, I put it back in my inventory, and then when my character gets thirsty again, I take it out with 0%, and it's completely full. He'll drink it all the way through and put it right back. So I've been picking up empty bottles everywhere. It's like free drinks.
Gonna get cold sore doing that, man.
Right?
Hmm.
There, like
Well, I guess I can live with it if the thing keeps breaking or like that. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me, but it is annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very annoying. I ain't gonna
They did
lie.
fix it and it worked for a while, and now it's messing up again.
This is what's annoying when the quantum doesn't want to cooperate. Just gonna say it. Now I gotta go to another OM point just to get to Dyer. So I gotta go all the way around to Damar just to get set up with him on Porto.
Someone just lost a 900k load cargo at Porto. Oh man, shot to their C2. I guess they had a crime stat.
Oops.
I'm getting a whole lot of stoppages lately. And that's just from
I had my first 30k today.
free fly.
Within 10 minutes of loading in, I had one.
Yeah, my first go was a crash the desktop, then 230s.
Yeah, I had a crash at desktop yesterday, which was very odd.
Well, it does happen. It's not as
Mm-hmm.
frequent as it used to be. I'll say that.
I
Yep.
stayed up with Road Rash and Peaches last night till like 4 a.m.
Oh, Jesus.
We were having a good time.
Well,
That's
as long
good.
as you were having a good time, that's all that matters.
We talked a lot of Star Citizen and like, and then some from the Pirate Org joined us, and we talked with them
Divad.
on stuff, and that was fun. They had a lot of
Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, they had a lot of really good. They were because they were explaining the situation to them, and they were like, "Yeah, that." They said there really isn't much you could do for that, and they said there's a few ways you can avoid it. And they asked what ships, and they were like, "Yeah, they were just killing for sport, essentially."
Yep.
Which was interesting.
All right, Dyer, I'm coming in there.
I'm about to go do some bunkers. I'm about to go in Crusader, do some bunkers, like,
I was on selling mining with Charmy yesterday. I did fairly well. Okay. Yeah, you guys just gotta watch out where you're at. That's all.
Yep.
Yep, 100%. Couldn't have said it better.
I had one player start shooting at me, and then one NPC so far. Bet you can't guess what ships they were in.
Oh, I already know. I'm not even gonna.
They were Cutlass?
Oh.
What? What did I do wrong?
Oh, Lord. He just had to say the word, didn't he?
Did it happen?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So I guess Comanche was part of the group that attacked Peaches. Probably, because that's what he does.
Thing, so they're venturing away from Microtech.
She was trying to justify last night that her ship had a better behind end, and it would beg to differ. So that was a long conversation about ships that looked better.
All right, Dyer, I see you.
excited about to go over to freaking Crusader and do some drug missions. Actually, before I do that, I should probably load up my A2, but I don't know.
Uh-oh.
They have a black and a red here. They gave us those.
Yep.
I have tried to call in. Dar, you're gonna have to jump off the edge because it won't give me a landing spot.
I gotta go down to area 18 to get my A2. Crap. No, that's okay. We'll just take a Gladius. Let's take the Gladius. Let's request that. Yeah.
There it is.
I love flying the
Retreat.
Gladius.
I'm tempted.
You may not get too much distance, but it's fun.
You know, after like shooting different ships, like player ships with like some of the bigger guns on like other ships that I have, and then I realized like, holy crap, if they linger there, they're gonna get shredded. And then I kept thinking about when they do the overhaul on how flying happens
What?
or how flying will be. You know, no one's gonna want to come close to a big ship.
Yeah.
They're gonna be scared of the gunners, which is good news for traders.
Yeah, definitely. They need
But
something.
pirating at that point is gonna evolve. They're gonna be doing it with big ships.
All right, Dar, I'm down. I'm at Porto.
So I can't
Uh-oh.
get my ship when I scan. I can't get it to tell me what the gems are.
When you open up with the, when you're using the V,
Yeah.
yeah, there's times it works and times it doesn't.
I think something happened to the server. No. It was really delayed there. Trying to boot up everything.
So Dar, if you want to hop in my ship, you gotta come with me, or we just set up and do something quick and get that out of the way for you. Give me a little go-go juice while I'm here.
Emergent fuel 100%.
Up there, I see you're on the ship. Okay, who's shooting? Okay, Dar, I'm going to take you on a little tour of the Stanton system. Just hop in the seat, sit back and relax, and enjoy the flight. Make sure your tray is up. Have a drink.
Gonna get interdicted. What is the jump range on this thing?
I think it's just
Wow,
got a
very
slow
small.
drive.
Yeah, it does.
Landing gear low.
Eject. Ejects out of this ship.
Alright. Take a little tour of the system. Gonna head to Microtech.
Yeah, grab the A2, load the Centurion into it. Or no, no, no. I got another ship. I think I can load up one of the racing thingies while Bobby's in it. Then I'm ready for some bunkers. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, indeed.
All right. My passenger is all set, and we're heading to Microtech. We're gonna hit the main bodies of the Stanton system during this little guide session. And you left. Where are you, Dyer? Did you fall out of the ship? This is the best in show paint from last year. Oh, okay, you're right next to me? Okay. I didn't look over that way. No, you're not. Oh, there he is. Okay, I see you now. Okay, so we're taking a little tour around the Stanton system, just so you can see the planets. Take a little run. You should be set. I don't know, Dyer. Take a look. So, are there any other questions, thoughts, comments? Please feel free. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me. Tell me what's up.
Have your gems when you were doing rock mining, were they invisible?
No.
And you just catch an outline?
When I came up to the rock itself, they were blue. They were outlined in blue. And then when I turned the mining laser on, they would be outlined in amber. And then once I broke them, right, you see all the little gems laying around.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this. The rock used to be not so fragile. It was a whole lot tougher in 317. And now...
I remember jumping off freaking mountainsides with it.
Yeah. Hello, somebody came in.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Nice up.
Y'all running cargo?
Nope, I'm doing a Q&A session right now. And then later on, I will be testing out the Caterpillar with the Furies.
Oh, I don't have any Furies right now. Maybe I can borrow somebody else's.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we are at Microtech. Now we're taking a run over to Hurston. Whoops.
You know, if you throw me a party invite, I'm gonna try this ship for a what do we call it? When we're flying security.
Question.
Yeah, please send me an invite, Shadow.
Can I buy a ship component and take them with me back to work? Yes. Yes, you can, Salty Gravy. You can buy ship components in another place. You just get them out of local inventory, store them on the ship, and then fly them back to your home station. Hold on.
Or fly your ship to the station where you bought it.
Yeah, you can do that too. And in some cases, that's safer.
All the pirates running around.
Right? You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing taking all my mining orders and selling them.
Let's see.
You know.
Well, I have a question for you.
What's up?
More of your opinion.
Yeah.
Do you think the added piracy that has come into the game is better for the game? For the game's health, for attracting new people, that sort of thing, like the overall good of the game? Or is it more detrimental?
Well, we all know that pirate is a game loop. Pirating is a game loop, right? What some people are doing is just ganking people just for the PvP play of it. And not making any profit on it, just doing it because that's what they want. And by not letting new players know that this is a possibility of what's happening, it could hurt. That's just my thought.
Like, there was a guy in our global chat who's obviously a new player, and he went to Jump Town, and he got destroyed for doing it.
He went to
'Cause
Jump Town.
He had no idea what he was doing. He
Yeah.
heard about it. He said, I think I want to go see what this is I've heard about. And he was saying, I didn't know it was a war zone, so he got destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a warning or something when you go into areas, then you think, for new players to help warn them that you're going into a dangerous zone.
Going into PvP type of content, like something like that, to let them know your likelihood of you dying is greater.
Well, this has been a controversial subject for a long time. Should new players be in a separate area until they get more experience, or just throw them into the verse? That's been an ongoing thing for a long time.
A bubble.
Yeah, and that is what I created the Snowbirds for, to help new players get used to knowing what is out there. Because you go out there by yourself, right? And a lot of people do it. They go out there solo. But if you don't research the game before you get into it and know what you're getting into, you're going to get jacked every 5 seconds. And there are many new players that have gotten into the game and requested refunds right after.
Yeah. Well, I guess once we have more systems, maybe you'd have a beginner system, and you know that once you leave that system, you're entering into kind of like, I guess what seems to work somewhat with Eve is you have your high security space, and until you go down to a certain level, people can't attack you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it gives you time to mess around, do the piddly stuff, learn how to fly your ship, learn how to crash your ship, or do something stupid, without getting
Too much.
crashed.
Yeah.
But
No worries, Dara. I'll take care of it. But I agree with you, because Soul or Terra in the game is a much more stable place, and that's where having new systems, other systems come into play are going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
So
I remember my first trip out in this game. I landed my cutter on the first moon I've ever been to, my first landing pad, and somebody slammed their ship into mine and blew me up on the pad.
yeah, pad ramming.
And I just about quit the game. I mean, I just about quit right there. And I'm like, screw this. You know, I can't even get landed before somebody's killing me. You know, this place is just going to be a bunch of death.
Right.
You know, because you don't know. I mean, if that's your first
Experience
thing, you
that
just
really
assume
takes it.
all that's going to happen is people are going to blow you up constantly.
Yeah. A lot of people stop playing because of that aspect, and it's really not fair. But this is what they want. Everything. There's so many. How can I put it? There's so many aspects of the game that can be really great. It's just they've got this thing where it's got to be constant PvP. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. And a lot of people just want to just come in and chill. They don't want to deal with all that. But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not fair, but that's... I don't know what else to say. And
It's just part of the game that you're gonna have to learn to adjust to, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think Pyro and Nyx are going to be the safer systems to be in.
no,
Yeah.
I don't think so, because a lot of the pirates are going to go to Pyro.
Yeah, but the thing is, since the system is bigger, players are going to be more spread out, so harder to find. And there's going to be more people making money in Stand than there are in Pyro.
Well, this is the caveat to that too. A lot of the people that like to grief and gank and all like that, I mean, they're going to stay in Stanton because this is where everybody's going to start. Unless they change it to where you can start in Pyro.
As big as Pyro is going to be, if it ever gets to that, they're also, you know, they're going to have hotspots, just like they have hotspots in Stanton
Yeah.
that the pirates know to go to. There will be hotspots in Pyro that if you're going to do things, you've got to go to one of those hotspots.
Yeah.
And that's they'll set it up so the pirates have a place to feed. They make sure the pirates have places to feed.
Yeah.
See, that's where things like having the expanse and stuff like that's going to come in handy, because then you can just refine out space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to fucking worry about them. You can just jump out
Yeah.
and be like halfway between a planet, and they're never gonna find you.
Yeah, but eventually you're going to have to go to a terminal to sell something.
Yeah.
And getting to
Hilarious
that terminal.
escorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting to that terminal is probably going to get you to a hotspot, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Supposedly, CIG wants to get rid of armistice zones in Stand.
Well,
Mm.
They're asking for fucking eclipses to be camping out there 24/7.
Alex, I I look at it like this, and in the armistice zone, too many people have been sneaked up on, right? They can't defend themselves. You lift off. Next thing you know, you got a bullet in the back of your head.
Yep. And then people are gonna be sitting out there with eclipses. And if they see cargo, gonna nuke you right there. Take it
mean-
right from you, right at the station.
I mean, you know, that's why I like, if I'm gonna do PvP, right, I want to do it with a purpose and an event. I don't want to just do it randomly. I'd rather, I mean, yeah, every once in a while you got to deal with a player, you know, but it's not something that you have to deal with every 5 minutes. And who knows what exactly is going to happen? We don't know. We have no idea.
It's all speculation, I
Yeah,
guess.
it is. And I just feel that sometimes, some of it needs to be chilled out upon and start reevaluating more of what the players want. I get that a lot of people want PvP, but there's some people that don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think storyline is something that's vastly missing in the game right now, and people are starving for storyline stuff right now.
And more
Okay.
and more. Yeah.
Yes, I love the lore stuff that they talk about. It's like, bring that in.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's the issue I have, not being able to defend myself. There are a lot of people that are pissed off about that because it does suck.
It's like the places you could stop them at and you can't.
Yeah.
What do you think one of the first storyline mission type stuff they should bring in should be around? Like cargo, investigation, research,
That is.
military.
Military like UE.
Well, after you get out of the military, after you get done with that, this is where you start out. You're out of the military. You are thrust into Stanton, and you have to make your way through Stanton to be successful. So this is where I have the one thing. They should have put out Squadron 42 before this even touched the internet.
Yeah.
Just my thought. And it would have
So military.
Yeah. Well, you get out of the military, so now you've got to find your way. You have to find your way.
You played Star Trek Online
Oh
back
yeah.
in the day.
Oh yeah.
Did you get into the crew missions that they have for you to send crew off to do different things, like the Admiralty storylines that they have on it? where
Yeah.
you send out different ships and
Yeah.
stuff.
I thought those were cool.
Yeah, I did too. I thought that storyline stuff was really fun.
But something like that as a sidestep to what's out in the MMO, I think that would go over very well. Personally. Because I would love to do side missions with multi-crew.
Oh, yeah.
and That would be so much fun. Been there, done that. And I think it would be a very, very wonderful aspect of the game as far as I'm concerned.
So I just had a controversial thought.
Yeah.
I wonder if you agree with this or not. My controversial thought is we already have enough ships in the game right now to get us started.
Yeah.
That instead of the energy going towards more and more ships, vehicles, and stuff like that,
You want
that
more
with the
content.
game, more content. Yep. And then get more content, get more systems. The ships and stuff, if we're limited on resources and manpower, let's get that stuff in first. And then once we got content, we've got systems, then we can start working again on bringing in more ships. I mean, I don't need a third Fury, 3 types of Furies in the game. Is that controversial, or?
No, I don't. I'm going to say this. More content is needed. More content is always needed. But you still got to look at their funding, and they need the money to bring us the content. So it's got to come from somewhere. They got to get paid. And if they're putting out ships, that's what they want to do. But give me a second, Dyer. I'm dropping down. Um, there you go.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Um, but they have to give us something to go along with that. But we need to fund. They need to fund it. So ship sales are going to always exist. You're welcome, Dyer, anytime. So, controversial, give me some more content. But every once in a while, bring out a new ship. I don't care if we have a ton of ships. I would like more storylines. I would like more content to be out there. Personally. Let's see if we get the paint. We have to end the session, Dyer. They had the money after the first Kickstarter campaign. I don't like this whale hunt that they have with these 1K ships. Yeah. I mean, it just comes up. I mean, there's just a lot of things that need to be, their funding set up. It may seem predatory to some people. You know, I don't know.
Just, you got these big ships that are coming out, and it's like, what are you going to do with them? You're going to drive to a moon?
That's the thing.
Yeah, really.
That's the thing. You need the systems for those ships to be effective.
Mhm.
I don't even have fucking people to fucking man it.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
And
People to
so,
My
man
thing is, if I had the people to man it, I'll drive that bad
But-
boy every day.
Right now, there's what? One mission, the critical threat mission you can go do, and you can fight Idris. And that might be a reason to pull out of Polaris, unless you're having a war with an org.
yeah. But this is the thing. This is where they have to get another system involved.
Yeah.
And once the other system is involved, then they're going to expand out more. But they've got to have the content to do it. If there's no content, what's the use of going to another system? So this is where I see, and this is what I hope they do with Cargo, they make it to a mission going from Stanton to one point, and then go into Pyro to resupply that area. But you've got to, end the session, Dyer. You end it. And this is where you can pick up, this one place needs a certain commodity. This place needs a certain commodity. So you're picking up along the way, and then you're dropping off while you're in the new system, and that makes the mission even more interesting because there's going to be things along the way.
Yeah.
So it all depends. It all depends. Okay, it's ended. Appreciate it, Dyer. So now the session is ended. So that was like 30 minutes, almost an hour. So Dyer should be able to get the paint, and I should be able to get the paint for doing a miscellaneous run. Okay, I'm heading back to Area 18. So continue the conversation. We're here.
Yeah, the economy is a huge thing. If you're gonna have,
You want a large ship with a huge cargo bay.
Yeah, so
Well,
You're gonna have to be able to fill the ship.
well,
I
they
mean,
gotta
what if
balance
someone's
it between systems. Yeah, there's a whole lot of work to do on it. So they need
And
to
then-
introduce it into the game so they can start tweaking on it before,
mhm,
you know,
mhm.
before the whole game comes out.
100%.
Well, I mean, I just feel that and this is just my thought because I want to see the content of cargo missions, and I want to see the content of transport missions. This is where the E1 and your 890 jump and your Touring 600i. I wouldn't tour Pyro with a 890 jump, okay? But I would go to Nick's or
I'd
something
go out
like
there.
that. Well,
I'd
Alex,
tour it with my A2,
you-
not the 890.
okay, but you see what I'm
That's
saying.
different.
You see what I'm saying.
Going out there, pirates can be like, "Hey, can we salvage that?"
But this is the thing. The more content you have, the more it's going to make the game better, but you've got to have the funding to do it. So it's a give and take. That's how I see it. It's a give and take.
Oh yeah, I mean you need ships, for sure,
Mhm.
but then you have to have somewhere to fly those ships, and then once you get a place that's too big for the ships that you've got, it's time to put new ships, bigger ships in.
Yeah.
You need
Oh,
you need
boy.
carriers
Yep.
to
Here comes
move
a
those
player.
fighters through those systems. So
Well, that's your Liberator, and the Liberator is going to be a
Yeah.
very, very valuable ship when Pyro comes.
right, but we don't need Liberator now because a fighter can go anywhere pretty much
Right.
in the system.
Right.
It can get there.
Yep.
So, I guess you kind of always are changing what your priority is. I know they've got to make money, but there's got to be ways of bringing in more content and storylines, and at the same time being able to have it create revenue.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Because, okay,
I don't know.
like I say, and Roland agrees. I really like to see cargo and transport missions. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I mean, you got the whole
Sure, both me.
sea coming out. Isn't it the sea that's coming out?
Yep.
I mean, I don't. That's one where that's a ship that's starving for those type missions.
Yeah. Box missions have got to be annoying with so many pickups and deliveries in a single mission. That they expanded on that, and man, doing
Well, it's
a-
annoying when you're trying to do them and they fucking break, so then that's why no one does them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I like to do them like at times, but I don't get to complete the big ones because freaking mission fails, or you can't access the freaking terminal, or
The
it says the mission
Kovalex
fails from the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
annoying.
Multi-role ships need the ability for people to log in and out of on that ship. That might be a base of operations without flying back and forth to stations
Yeah.
to pick people up. Yes,
Weren't they able to do that?
they were.
They'll speed up the gameplay
They
a lot much
They
more
were.
than what they have currently.
they were, and they took it away. So if you're on a ship with somebody, right? You can't bedlock out of that ship. It won't let you. And it used to be where you could bed log out, but the person that owned the ship had to be in before you, so you could bed log back in. So you could log back in and be on the ship.
Yeah, that was fun when we had it, because I remember we would, like 3 or 4 of us would jump out in a server, Shadow would load in, and then everyone would just spawn in the AC2, like boom, boom, like that.
I thought so. I thought we had that ability before.
Yeah, you did.
We did.
You did.
It was really nice. Heck,
So-
you could even be in your prospector with a person, like if you were training someone, and they could spawn right back in the ship.
I would like to be able to log into a ship out in space already deployed, set up a lock on the captain's chair so no one else can move the ship. I don't think they'll do that. this is where organizational ships need to come into play.
Beam me aboard.
Like a password for the the pilot seat that you can hack. Like we can, if you have a tiger's claw, you can hack into it, but it takes time.
No. Where the organization has a ship, right? And it doesn't belong to one person, it belongs to the org itself. That person takes that ship out. Everybody who's on that ship say they've got to get off, log out. Okay? The ship is going to be out there until the last person leaves. Then when the first person comes in, right, they've already bed logged on that ship. The first person that gets on that ship is going to spawn, because they bed logged on it, and there you are. There's your ship crew. So that's where the organizational bank, the organizational ships, and all like that come into play. That's what I would like to see. Because I would like for you guys to just get the reclaimer while I'm not on, get the reclaimer and go do what you got to do,
Yeah.
That would be nice, but
Quantum travel engaged.
or even the Retaliator and some of the other organizational ships that we put money towards, and I went out and bought. That's
Right.
what I'd like to see, but it's not in the game, so can't do anything about that at this point, which kind of sucks.
Quantum travel complete.
So that would be considered like an extra feature added to the game.
They would definitely have to set up where people would voluntarily put money into the organizational bank. And that organizational bank would be controlled or have access to high-ranking people in the organization.
Yeah, there should be an org structure, like chief financial officer type of thing going on, and ways to.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be under one person's account. It would be an organizational account. You see what I'm saying? And then you go and buy that with the organization bank money to get the ship. That ship belongs to the org, unless the org dissolves. If you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a thought. Because I would rather it be that way, where everybody has access to the ship. And then we have facilities and stuff like that. We have a facility. Those organizational ships would stay in those hangars unless they were being used.
Yeah, it looks like you're bringing my there. It's back.
It's popping back in. What's happening is they were doing upgrades around here, and it's been going on for the past few days. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's games out there like Imperium. You build a ship, you can have it set to private, or you can have it set to the group. It's not that freaking hard. Your fleet manager will know. You'd have a tick box. You have a tick box on your reclaimer or your cutlass black. Anybody can use it.
Yeah.
Take the fucker, go blow it up.
Yep.
There's a checkbox, and anybody can sign it up because they're in the corp. Be done with it.
Yep.
And you can't take out more than one because it's in use. Once it's landed and stored, if it's not the station you're at, you can fly to get it, or you can claim on it.
Mm-hmm.
Let them pay for it. Shouldn't have to be under. Yeah, it's great that you've got all the ships, but you can only fly one ship at a time.
Well, I can pull a bunch of ships. I can pull up to 13 ships. Okay, but everybody has to be in the party to access those ships. You know, and then
Party
once
level.
once I log out, right, and people are still in those ships, then they're locked in it. They can't get out of it, and the ship has to crash.
Yeah, I mean, some of them have the unlock button on them, but if you forget to hit the unlock button, and then once you've hit it, now anybody can get in the ship.
Yeah. See, that's where the caveat is. What about a base? Well, that's
They have land. They're supposed to be able to buy land.
yeah, eventually.
I want to buy land.
Eventually, but a base, most likely they would. If they do that, I would like to see it in a city where we have hangars and stuff like that, and organization money go towards keeping that facility running.
Yeah, like the big fleet ships and stuff, kind
Yep.
of thing.
Yep.
I just fit I don't even know what this is, the Razor. I just put that in my A2, parked it sideways. Now I'm about to park a Centurion in here.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Love it.
But this is what it is. Yeah, base for the org. Yeah, you would have a facility that would keep all the organizational ships. Anybody can come in, you know, that's in the org and use those facilities. It would be paid for by org money out of the organizational bank to keep it running.
What are the passcode to get into the org bank? I need access to that debit card. I need your 4-digit PIN, sir.
Right.
The 3 little magic numbers in the back.
Right.
Month and year, please.
Right. But you guys see what I'm talking about. I mean, eventually they say they want to do this. The organizational tools are not there yet. We can have all sorts of organizations, but we don't have a structure inside for that. So don't know what else to say about that.
I think it's because everybody's been pushing for ships, and pyro. And features have taken like the back seat way too long, and we've really forgot how important features are.
Well, there's some features that they're bringing in slowly, but they're at tier 0.
Especially for a game that's designed to bring to where you're not solo and playing solo. Like that's what they're trying to push on this is multi-crew ships. So
yeah, but this is, I don't know, man. Your Squadron 42, that's your single player game. That's your solo right there. You know, that's your tutorial for Star Citizen. And once you've done that, okay, once you've totally completed that, then you were supposed to come into the MMO. But they had to make the test bed. And I'm sorry, I think they should have done Squadron 42 first with a demo, put it out, and then SC come in right after that. And I guess it would have been really big. I don't know. I have no idea. But
only more funding was available.
Well.
And talent. I think talent is a huge choke point too.
Well, from what I gather from the older players, that SC, or not SC, Squadron 42 was supposed to come out in 2016. But from what I gather, a lawsuit hit, and that's what stopped it.
A lawsuit, really?
Yep.
Interesting.
By
They're using somebody else's engine, weren't they?
CryEngine.
Yeah. They're using somebody else's engine without permission or something.
Oh, that's not cool.
Well, CryEngine, they merged CryEngine into CIG. Okay, and when they saw it, then they said, "Oh, you can't use this like this," and that's how that came about. And from what I gather, it was a mess. And that's
And
one
they were over
reason.
almost 10 years.
Yep,
Come on.
and that's one reason 42 never came out in 2016.
That's why I like what Musk says. Patents are for the weak. You know, it's patents then.
Yep.
People and their stuff. They're trying to hang on. They want their dollar.
Well, CryEngine was I think, I don't know for sure, but I think they were tanking, and that's why.
Rather than say, hey, why don't you pay for what you're using so we can stay in business and it's good for everybody?
Yeah, well,
Instead of, oh no, we're going to sue you and hold you in litigations for the next 20 years so your shit can never really.
I'm sure they mentioned a
having
number that was just such a high dollar that they were like, no, we can't. We're not doing that.
Yeah, but to pay for CIG to pay for a game that's done, say, okay, we want $50 million because you used our engine. Okay, well, you've earned $500 million. 10% of that into your base game that should release 10 years ago. That's fair, isn't it?
well,
What are you doing right now, Shadow, on Area 18?
I'm getting ready to get off of here because I'm going to step away for a hot minute and then set up for the Caterpillar event.
Well, while you're at Area 18, if you haven't done already, why don't you go and look at the Hawk, the Anvil Hawk, that little light fighter?
Oh, I've seen it. Why? What's up?
I would buy it and give that thing a fly whenever you get a chance, because that is a mean little ship.
Yeah, it is. And it's got an EMP on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep, I know. That's the one that Devad was flying when we were doing the pirate thing. Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep. He was flying one of them.
It's one of the ships I've got in the top for escort ships.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, I think it can tackle a mantis. It's faster than a mantis.
It's not as, from what I gather, it's not as glassy. I don't know for sure, but this is where I'm going to end this one because I've got to get ready for the other event that's gonna pop up. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I was happy that people came and talked to me, and we got a guide session done for demonstrating Foundation Festival, answering questions and things of that nature. So like I say, I haven't done this for a long time, and I'll probably do another one. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And I'll do this probably in a couple months, but next week is Snowbird Meeting Room at 9 a.m. Next week.
Chat channel for Snowbirds.
Chat channel. Interesting. Nice. And we'll go ahead and call this stream to an end. I appreciate everybody coming. Thank you to Super Shaved and Slub and Lurch and Zanzo when he was here, and Artec for stopping in, and Miss Charmy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody take care, and I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
It was on earlier, it was fine.
Hello, everybody.